Oh, Jesus. You can't see that, but there's a massive locust right there. I don't want to move the camera because I just set it up. Wait, I can video it and editing skills it. There's a massive thing. What is that? What is this? As you can see, I'm not in the usual setup, my bedroom. I'm in this magical place called Greece for a week. Now give me the chance to answer all the questions that you guys have, as I've never brought a Q&A to YouTube before. So many wasps everywhere. So we'll start out with some basic ones. How old are you? How tall are you? All this stuff. How old? 23. Turned 23 a few months ago in May. I'm a very old man now. And how tall are you? A lot of people think I'm a short king, and it is in fact true. I stand at 6'4", and no, that is not two separate measurements. It has now come aware to me that my room setup, I apparently look tiny in that chair. I wasn't aware, and then whenever someone goes to my Instagram, they say, oh, I didn't know you weren't small and skinny, which is maybe a compliment, I don't know. Slander asks, are you really in love with Chris Evans? I mean, I am wearing his sunglasses, so what do you think? Naz.ats says, was becoming a YouTuber something I'd planned on doing? And no, not really. I mean, I feel like, at least my generation when we were young, we watched Smosh, all those people like KSI when we were young. And it's in the back of our mind, like, oh, it's a cool thing to do. And as you get older, you know, your ambitions tend to get stubbed out a little bit just by people, just life, whatever, right? 1 year ago on Christmas 2020, my older brother, who is a content creator who will remain nameless, he does not want me to say who he is, he gave me the idea of the movie reaction stuff. He knows I'm into filmmaking, but have never seen so many films. You know, I'm really into short films, or stuff I watched and did what I studied at uni. Another question, I did filmmaking at uni. And again, you're thinking, yeah, why haven't you seen so many films? I was into short films and gaming. I didn't really watch a lot of these large franchises. I thought I was too artsy and edgy for all of that, I'm afraid. But no, I hadn't planned on doing that. And even looking back, I have no idea why I said yes, because it's the weirdest decision. That's not me. You can go back to my old videos. I was so shy, but I didn't even know people did movie reactions. It appealed to me, the idea, so I said, why not? I've got nothing to lose. All I'm doing all day is 10 hours of gaming and a little bit of studying. I will do this and give it a go. What do you do when you're not filming? Work, school, friends? When I'm not filming or editing, which I spend most of my time doing, I'm either at the gym or occasionally I'll go out, meet some friends, a little bit of AO, you know, just normal things. Normal things. And by AO, I mean play Scrabble. That's kind of another key word I have for Scrabble. I don't know what you're thinking. But no, I'm a pretty simple guy. I don't really have these crazy hobbies. A little bit of gaming every so often. Again, I like seeing friends, spending time with family. I'm happily spending most of my time recording and editing videos, which does take up a lot of my time. I mean, and DMing Chris Evans, like I kind of sent him an unhealthy amount of DMs that he hasn't replied to. Were you afraid of failing when you began your Sebscreen journey on YouTube? And yes and no, I suppose. I don't think there's such thing as failing, I'm gonna be honest. You either win or you learn, okay? You win or you learn, because you don't really learn much when you win. So to get on in life, you have to fail. You have to learn something. I had nothing to lose. I mean, it was very cringe. I found like the idea of my friends watching the videos and cringing out. I remember telling a lot of people close to me that I was going to do it. They all laughed. Fair enough. I would laugh at someone else doing it. That's just the culture we're in. We're like, oh, you want to try at something? We laugh. That's just sadly how it is. But no, I didn't think it would really go anywhere, to be honest, or that it would especially not get the growth that it is at now. But it's that thing of, what else am I doing? Like, why not take the risks? If someone else can do it, why not you? And I say that to people now when they say any advice who want to start a channel, and there's like, you've got nothing to lose. Do you want to do something, or do you want to look back in 5-10 years wishing you made a decision as simple as start a YouTube channel, start making videos? Are you actually a short king in disguise? 5'3" at a push? Yes. Favorite candy? I'm assuming you mean sweets is how we say it in England, bruv. And song, sweets, I would say Sour Patch. Sour Patch is my weakness. It's probably the reason I am not like 0% body fat, because I love Sour Patch so much. And song, I mean, I don't have a favorite song. It depends. We all go through, we play the same songs over and over again, right? But right now, I'll give you a gym song, all right? Neon Blade 2, okay? Which is, listen, if you need to push the last rep in the gym, okay, listen to that. Or you need to get up out of bed in the morning, play the song, imagine yourself in a TikTok edit, and you're there. What is your motive for life? And I will copy Jocko Willink and say discipline equals freedom. Do you have a favorite movie director? And it's probably Darren Aronofsky. Again, I've spoken about him a few times in some reactions. Films like The Wrestler, Requiem for a Dream, Pi, which is a really old one. And apart from that, David Lynch. Again, has great films, Blue Velvet, Lost Highway is amazing. and those inspired a lot of short films I made. I am very into that stuff. Relationship status. Currently I'm single. I am in a place where I'm very busy. I don't think I would like to make it unfair to the person that I can't spend enough time with them. It's definitely because I can't find anyone. But that is going to be my excuse for being single. And Lily asks, how big is it? I assume you mean my feet. Size 14. Emily 10 asks, what keeps you motivated throughout the day? And it's the thought of future me will be grateful for what I do now. Current me is extremely grateful for what old Seb has done for the last year and a half since starting the channel. All the hours and videos researching stuff to get to where I am. And again, the next year, hopefully we'll be grateful for what I've done now. I haven't felt like going to the gym for a long time. You know, sometimes you don't want to edit a video, you're a bit tired, you don't want to do something. Future you will be grateful you did it. What is your workout routine? And it's kind of simple. It's push-pull legs split with some arms kind of after that. I'll train most days a week, 6 or something, 6, 5, 7 sometimes, depending. I do like to use the sauna and steam room quite a lot. Cold showers, I'll mix that in. Apart from that, when something's not sore, I'll kind of train it. I don't really look too much into it. It's not that my battery just died, but I replaced it because if you fail to prepare to fail. Little word of wisdom there. But yeah, as I was saying, the gym routine's not that complicated. It's just a matter of keeping consistent, keeping healthy. I can't recommend saunas, steam rooms, well, mainly saunas and cold showers. Been doing those for years. I try and do that every day if I can. I've got one in my gym, luckily enough. Cold shower when I wake up, of course. That just like makes me feel awake. I feel like I haven't woken up unless I've had one. I don't do any cardio, exclusive cardio. As Henry Cavill put it, I run.
What do you do for cardio? No cardio.
No, I run.
What are your future goals? What does Seb want for the future? Thanks for the content. You're very welcome. It's hard to think about like concrete goals. I'm on the preference of weekly, monthly goals. A lot's changed for me since starting the channel, which is just over a year. So I can't think when people ask me, where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years? I don't know the answer. Now that YouTube and things are going well, I do have to put focus to other things in my life that are lacking. So again, I'm quite a fan of making sure you're quite good at a variety of things. Don't put your eggs in one basket, you know. And recently, last few months, especially after all the lockdowns and just not going out in general, you know, everything's shut, my social skills have been absolutely atrocious. So now I'm trying to, you know, go out, try and make friends with people wherever I go, talk to people. I feel like social skills are something you literally learn. Just like in gaming, you know, you're leveling up a skill. Just like in the gym, leveling up your strength. You gotta do everything else. Mental health as well is always a constant battle, as you guys all know. It's a constant push and pull with positive, negative in your life when stress comes in, being able to deal with stress, be there for people I care about. But YouTube wise, keep growing, hopefully keep making content I enjoy. I don't want to ever feel like it's a chore, which it rarely ever does unless some editing, you know, problems are happening. Premiere Pro can be a pain in the ass. Sometimes you're just tired and it's like, oh, just work, please. I've enjoyed everything I've recorded, to be honest, unless it's Morbius. But as long as some people are still watching, which baffles me sometimes, that people still watch my stuff, I will still be here making content, and that's the main thing. As long as I can support myself, enjoy the content I make, I'm happy. What is something everyone always gets wrong about you? I mean, I feel like sometimes people take my jokes a little bit serious online. Like, I hope people see my sarcasm sometimes when making jokes about a film or a show. But in real life, if I'm meeting people for the first time, they can expect like a lad, just like one of those lads down the pub, rugby kind of thing. And these are people that they obviously haven't seen my videos, right? It's just people you know through people, whatever. And then, you know, if once they know me, they're like, oh, you're a massive nerd. I'm like, yeah, I am. I don't really know about much else because I don't read too many comments anymore, so I don't know what people actually think of me online. But I guess some people don't know that I'm from London, like England. Some people be like, are you from Australia? Are you American? They're not quite sure where my accent's from, but I mean, to me, it's pretty clear. Why did you start the Ayo? because it's my life saying now. I mean, plenty of people say Ayo. Let's get this real. I'm not claiming ownership of that. I don't actually know where it started, you know? I don't know. In the last few months, I definitely realized it's my thing. People commenting it, I'm like, oh, is this my thing now? Because it used to be smooch. I used to say smooch and people kiss on screen. I don't say that too much now. Chris Evans is obviously like the staple of the channel, like Dobby, me crying ages ago, Harry Potter to Dobby. And now Ayo is like the thing. It's like the thing. And also, I need ideas. Ayo merch is definitely coming. Ideas, what do I do? Ayo would like, I can't be just text. It's got to have something to do with me, so I don't actually know what to do. But I'm sure I could go back and look through every video, watch every video, and notice when I started to say it more and more. A lot of people will message me asking, when did the Chris obsession start? Age of Ultron, okay? Age of Ultron it started. But no, I don't know. I just like saying it now. I don't care. I don't care if people say it's overused. You can have one of those. Has filming, editing, and posting ever started to feel repetitive for you? If it does, how do you personally get over it and keep going? And of course, like everything gets repetitive with what you do, right? I've never really wanted to go to the gym for the last few years. You know, sometimes I'll have a day where I want to go, but I do it anyway. You know, I'm in that mindset of what has to be done has to be done. You do it, but no matter how you feel. Unless it's like something you're just like dead on the bed or whatever. You know, again, like I treat that as much as I enjoy making the content. I have the same mindset of it's like the gym. It's like any sort of work I do. You have to do it. I don't care if you don't enjoy editing this 3-hour thing. You're doing it. You're getting it done. And it is long. It can be long. The editing is long. I sometimes enjoy it a lot. I sometimes like, oh, Jesus. Because it's like, you know, especially the reaction's not as good or something, and it pisses me off. But yeah, some days you're tired, some days you've got shit going on in your life, you're tired, you want to go out, you want to spend time elsewhere, the sun's out, nope, got to edit a video. But it is what it is. You know, I'm in a position where I cannot complain. I feel I would do way more work, twice more hours to get where I am and all this stuff. I feel like I can't complain. But yeah, to answer your question, how do you get over it? You just have to do it. It's like, what do I want? I want this many subscribers, this is my goal, this is what I want to be. Okay, I've got to do it, I've got to put in the work. Would you do other collabs with other reactors? And the answer to that is yes, but I think I would only want to do collabs with them in person. There are some people I've spoken to, some things are in the works, at least later down the line. It just obviously depends on where I am, where they are countries, because countries exist and it takes time to get to people. There's not many from the UK, and I wouldn't want to do collabs over Zoom or Discord. I just wouldn't personally. I don't speak to that many reactors or YouTubers anyway. I'm not going to name drop, going to have some hype, but I can tell you for a fact that there are some that is going to happen in the future, and it's going to be mad. It's going to be mad good. Only ones that I feel like I have good chemistry with, and yeah, it's going to be good when they do happen. And one last question, what is the best thing you have learned from doing YouTube? And to be honest, the one thing, and it's not like one thing, but from doing YouTube, it's really nice to just have these videos of yourself kind of being raw and real, because I do take pride in being as genuine as I can as possible on YouTube, because obviously I know a camera's there, right? It's not like you're catching me off guard. It's hard, you can't 100% genuine, I don't even know if that exists, what that is. But I can look back at my old self and see how I've evolved as a person, and especially the videos of me crying and stuff, that's me at my most vulnerable when I'm sharing that with people. But it's for myself to look back on now. Again, go back to my oldest videos. You know, people go back to my Harry Potter. It doesn't even feel like me anymore, really, like as a person in a good way. That I've changed, you know, a lot less confident, you know, more scared of what people are going to say about me online. You can see it coming off me back then in those videos. Obviously longer hair, you know, and even things like gym and physique, you know, I have live footage of stuff to look back on and like see improvements. But and also just editing yourself over time, like it's just you kind of get used to yourself, more comfortable with yourself. It's not really an ego thing, but just being confident in you. Like YouTube, I feel like it's one of the best things that you can do that, especially in these long form videos. You know, on Patreon I have the full length. It's not just the edited down, curated versions of how I want my best self to appear. People see the real me I can't hide online. And so when I look at that back, I can kind of feel, I don't know, like I'm sort of proud, like just like accepting myself, because a lot of people these days are very insecure. It's a shame because we're all different and we all compare ourselves to everyone else. You know, I do it, everyone does it, right? And you can feel horrible and depressed, especially with social media and stuff. But there's actually no one else like you. You know, and you might look at yourself and compare to someone else you look up to and be like, I'm not like that, but neither were they when they started doing whatever you're doing. So there's plenty of YouTubers I looked up to when I started, you know, other reactors who are top of their game, or just any other people in general that I just aspired to take traits from. And to look at myself now, I can just say I'm happy with that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this Q&A, the first one on YouTube. I've done a lot more on Patreon in the past. You guys know I have Patreon for the full length stuff, but when I'm not proud of something or think it's like edited slick enough, or I'm talking for a long period of time, I do just put it on there. I've got like hours of me talking about my life and things that it's just too long for YouTube and are quite personal that I don't even want to share with people who aren't going to come at me with negative that YouTube brings. It's fair enough, you know, it's more personal to me, so I put it there. And please let me know in the comments if there are some other questions you want to see for the next one I do. I'm going to try and do these more, especially in the future, maybe every time I travel. So stay tuned for a part 2. And there was some more questions I did on Patreon as well, because this is a long recording, there's a lot of questions. So if you'd like some more uncut questions, be sure to check that out. there, as well as it does help support me. Full-length reactions, everything I've watched, exclusive content. And if you did enjoy this, be sure to like and subscribe for more. Once I am back, I'm going to be very tanned. I don't know if you can tell. I'm looking forward to the rest of the year for YouTube. It's going to be good. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.